Hey everybody, John Swift. Today we are on the campus or near the campus of New College. But what you can see right here is their preserve. It's kind of a preserve. Here goes a plane. Right near the airport also. And they have a lot of green space here. And right next to this green space is on the south side of the school is a neighborhood. And as far as I've talked to a neighbor, she told me there's actually only 4 homes that are residential, and then there's a couple homes that are owned by the college, which is called New College. And the other day I came by and saw this sign that basically is saying they're putting a 2-lane road in through here. So what that would mean was is they're taking this peaceful road with these lovely homes that had this quiet little road where it was a dead end, and they'll be putting a road through, presumably straight ahead to where the administrative buildings are for New College. And New College is a small liberal arts college here in North Sarasota. So if I show you around, you'll notice that it's just a very quiet, other than the planes and things, it's a quiet neighborhood. It's got no houses on one side, and I just finished talking to the neighbors for about an hour. The neighbor who does this art, her name is Rishi. I hope I'm saying that right. Please forgive me if I said it wrong. I think it's Rishi. And I did want to speak to the neighbor, but I was kind of hesitant to go to the door. And the funny thing is, she said later was that it says something on the door about go away. You can't see it because there's a portico or a little something blocking it. Because she said because of COVID, she actually wrote something on the door that says go away. Anyway, I met a guy that was walking down here. I came to show him the signs that were down here that were talking about how New College is horsing in on the road, and you can see that she's an artist. She's got some art over here in this tree. She said it's called the tree of death. Long story, but we'll do that another day. And she's got this lovely, brightly painted flowers, and she actually is a working artist and a painter. And there's these signs that got put out. Like I said, I did interview her on video, and so we're going to look at that interview in a second here, but I just wanted to show you what I saw when I came down the street the other day. It basically says 58th Street response to New College because it sure ain't nice to pave over paradise. And then you've got these little egg people, which I asked her about, and she said that's that's a character that she made up, but it says fuck you and the road you horsed in on. So I thought, is this person, it's kind of it's almost tongue-in-cheek. Are they mad about it? And I was talking to the guy who was walking the dog, who just happened to be a reporter for the paper, and you can see that this sign says, to whomever it concerns, New College, if it does concern anyone, we the people, 58th Street, fuck you and the horse you rode on. So I do have her talking about this sign in interview. So what is the plan as far as you know about your street?
They're going to turn it into a through street by connecting it to the College Drive. And they're going to go through that grove of trees. And the trees were marked. Like, there were at least 30 trees that had bands around them. I heard who took the bands down.
That means they're leaving.
I did not take the bands down because it was suggested that I not do it by people who work here.
But those trees are possibly over 100 years old now.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, there's only a couple left still banded. But the college is saying it's for safety. It's another road in for emergency vehicles and everything. But they don't need it. They have College Drive, and they have the brick walk. And if you can't get an emergency vehicle on the brick walk because of the fancy hoo-ha Ringling gate, take it down. They don't care. They harm everything.
But there's access to that part of the campus regardless. There's a driveway.
There is.
Well,
It
how do
is.
you feel about that? How is that going to impact you as far as being a resident?
If that it will change our whole life, we'll leave. We'll leave. And right now, we do have this really special thing going on. We have two houses side by side with an acre of land. We have the 2 yards connected for the dogs to play, and a fire pit and a banyan tree and all kinds of nice things.
And the street seems pretty quiet
The
as
street
is.
is quiet. Most of the people who come up the street come up by accident and turn around at the circle and go back out.
So your thoughts are this road really isn't necessary. It's just really impacting the neighbors.
And the college has no concern over. I mean, no one's come through and said, "Hi, I'm Mrs. College," or "I'm Mr. College. How do you feel about this?" There's been nothing. They only have to reach 3 families.
You feel it's sort of like big business sort of stepping on your
Yeah,
your community.
I was at first putting it as it was Godzilla and Bambi. My first protest paintings, because at first I was like, I didn't want to mention the college or who we were, and then it was like, fuck that, and I started saying who it was. The name of my gallery is The Horse You Rode In On. So I twisted it at the bottom, see, and I did fuck you and the road you horsed in on. But that's very obscure, right? You would never have gotten that.
It took me a minute.
Okay, and then, my feeling that the new college doesn't reach out to us, but we're reaching out to them anyway. Like, we're responding to nothing, but, and then the old, Big Yellow Taxi song, it ain't nice to pave paradise. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that.
What?
And then I did a hashtag that I use on Instagram, the hashtag the Save 58th Street movement.
What was the thought between the little eggmen at the bottom?
I use them to say things in a lot of my paintings.
So that's sort of a trademark of yours, is the little eggman, and he's got like a little hat and a pail and a tool, I think.
Yeah, it's a little paintbrush.
Yeah.
I wanted to explain about why you wouldn't necessarily see the word falcon if you're looking at the bright colors. Colors can either be opposite and spark each other to vibrate, or they can be in the same plane and they don't play with each other. And that's what this aqua greenish is doing on this blue. It's not popping out. So you wouldn't necessarily, be drawn to see that.
You can see, like I said, they have a very peaceful street here. It's very quiet. In the time that I spoke to her for about an hour, there was maybe 3 cars that drove by. Ironically, there's bells ringing. But like I said, other than a plane coming by, it's a beautiful neighborhood. It's very quiet, and it's very rural, I guess you could say. Lots of trees and palms. And it was personally kind of like upsetting that they would want to put a through street here and ruin the tranquility of this neighborhood. Like I said, there's these are the dorms for the college, and also, as Rishi said, that they actually, in their 10-year plan, they actually want to put dorms here too, which in a way it's kind of sad, because I think that she said in the interviews, if you didn't see it, they moved here because of the natural aspect of the street. And I think anybody can understand that. I live on a dead-end street, and I have minimal traffic, and I'd be really upset if somebody had done that to me. But I think the issue, the main concern is that they haven't reached out to the people. And she said, the funny thing is like I said, I haven't picked out the sound bites yet, but there's actually 4 residences, and she owns 2, so there's actually only 3 neighbors. So it seems like kind of like, corporate college steps on a local community, a local street, or you may not say it's a community, but it's a street. And you can see as you look around, it's funny that a lot of planes are flying right now, because maybe an hour ago there wasn't so many planes. But other than the occasional plane, how you doing? Other than the occasional plane, it's a very quiet, beautiful campus. And this is part of the campus right here, is this like nature preserve. So yeah, I came out here last week and ironically wanted to talk to somebody, and just by chance we ended up running into Rishi's, I guess, house guest, and she came out, and fortunately we got some good sound bites with her to sort of wrap it up, so it isn't just me speculating about what it is. And hopefully by the interview you can get a real feel for how this really stinks. And I was thinking about calling up the news, local news, to get, because I actually know somebody who works at a local station, but to see if they're aware of this. But normally if you walk through a neighborhood you would not see large signs like that, and would have no idea what's going on. So I was fortunate today to run into the neighbors and the author of the sign, and to get some good sound bites. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and it wasn't just me floundering around talking about it. You can see how they've got this emergency phone booth, because this is part of the college campus. They have these all over. I guess if you're in trouble, I don't know exactly how it works, except for you push the red help button, and maybe they have some way of locating you if you were in. But this is actually, I don't know, I would think maybe 30 acres, something like that. But you can see it's a beautiful day out, and it was a great day to shoot the video, and I'm just very happy because I did get in contact with Rishi, and excuse me if I keep saying the name wrong. And we're gonna go have lunch one day, and I'm gonna show her around downtown at some of the art downtown, because I think we'll have some stuff in common. Anyway, here comes another plane. These planes are actually very quiet because they're all landing. They're actually, he's gonna be landing right across 41 here, probably a couple hundred yards down there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because it was a video other than just me spouting off what I think, and luckily I had an interview on there. So you guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.